So, Season 1 of my stop motion series is finally over. What a wild ride. So many great things happened with this series, some not, but it created a place in my heart. Though the series may not be perfect, or even in the top 5 Sonic stop motions, I put a lot of work into it, despite a few struggles. I guess I should talk about a few things, cancelled stuff, and even plans later on. First of all, I want to thank my subs and viewers for their support. Whether they're just pity subbing or watching out of boredom, I still appreciate their time. It still baffles me that I managed to surpass a few people in subs. Some I initially thought were to grow more than me, but regardless, I thank you supporters. Second of all, I need to make a few announcements or channel updates. Since Figure Legacy Season 1 ended, I plan to dedicate more of my available time preparing for Season 2, which will be a long while until then, and I'll get into that later in the video. Also in the meantime, I'll be making a few more test videos to keep in growth and also practice my skills. I also plan on experimenting with a few types of videos like gameplays or discussions with gameplays in the background, well, kind of like what you're seeing right now. And a Christmas special video is possible, but least likely because my school will probably workload me in the last 3 weeks before Christmas break. Anyways, moving on to the actual video. First, I'll talk about my purpose in creating this series. It turns out I was never planning to make a series until the aftermath of my quote-unquote movie, Sonic the Hedgehog and the Cross of Universes. The movie was supposed to be a sequel to an old-school fun project, but because of my adjustment to new figures and setting conditions, it turned out to be a flop. That is why I decided to create Figure Legacy, so it could grow away from that movie and improve a lot more. Comparing SAT-COU to Figure Legacy Season 1 Episode 10, I can say that I've definitely improved a lot in effects and animation. So yeah, my purpose was simply to have an entertaining series and to redeem my poor quality excuse of a movie. However, SAT-COU wasn't the only reason for Figure Legacy's birth. It is also the various inspirations of stories, series, and videos I took from. As Figure Legacy is sort of a heavily Sonic-involved series, Sonic Adventure, Unleashed, 06, the Archie comics, and the anime Sonic X were all series that I plan to recreate in both tone and characterization. For an example, I tried to make Sonic's character more carefree and cocky, rather than being an obnoxious jokester like in the Meta era, and also, you know how strict I am when it comes to Shadow's characterization. Since Figure Legacy is also a general stop-motion series, other franchises and characters are included as well. For the DBZ characters, I took inspiration for Goku's personality in Super. I plan to change his personality to a Z portrayal so that his character is more enjoyable and smart. I also plan to make Gohan more powerful than he was in the actual show. As of now, Sailor Moon characters are the ones I'm having trouble implementing. It's harder to make them stand and such, but I'm gonna find a way to do them right. Other side characters like Minecraft Steve or a bunch of Roblox figures aren't really planned to be too serious to the series, but the Transformers characters are what I have a plan for. Other stop-motion series and creators are also what inspired me, such as PipluckFan77's Sonic stop-motion adventures, Boostifer's Sonic Onslaught, Lifeline's Speed Stories, and even Dark Fireblade SMC. Counter 656 is what inspired me to make stop-motion in the first place, since they're the ones that got me interested in this technique of animation in the first place. Many things gave me inspiration, whether it's storylines, characterizations, music cues, or animation techniques. They all keep me interested and passionate to create. Figure Legacy is a novice stop-motion series, so it's really exposed to production problems and inconveniences. The flaw with Season 1 is that I'd only make a script every time I start production of each episode. I usually headcanon all of it in one piece, but it ends up flopping every time. Did you know that Season 1 was originally planned to have 15 episodes? Yeah, there was supposed to be a Mecha Sonic arc in it, which I'll probably implement later in the future. The reason it was cancelled was due to my underconfidence of my work and how I noticed their executions. I decided on creating a whole new idea in my head that I knew would work better, which resulted in Season 1 only having 10 episodes and more structural formats in Season 2. Season 1 was also supposed to have a training episode, in which Shadow Android and Metal Sonic were supposed to ambush the heroes as they demonstrate their powers and power systems. As you can tell, this was re-scripted into 4 different episodes. Episodes 7 and 8 are where Metal and Shadow Android attack, and episodes 9 and 10 are where the heroes are ambushed while training. I'm trying to find a way to make the power systems more noticeable and less plot-holed later on. I was also planning to make a new opening based on Dragon Soul, but that didn't come to light since there were only 3 episodes left at the time. Those were all of the cancelled things I can think of now, so let's go to my plans in order to not repeat these mistakes. For visuals, I plan on adding various techniques and settings. In Season 2, mouth and eye movement for Sonic characters will be implemented, and maybe mouth movements for other characters as well. Sets will be used to provide newer places and a sense of location so that the story can make sense, rather than only a light box or a desk. I also plan on using pictures for still shots in order for it to use less space and being easy for mouth movement. For different scenes and clips, I'll put them in different files so that it's easier to place together and render, not to mention teasers as well. For the lore, it's already being planned at this moment. So far, the first arc of Season 2 has been written in outline form, not a script, an outline. A lot more characters will be added to the series, and their characterizations will be done justifyingly. Speaking of which, I will stop voicing several characters in the future, and will look for voice actors. I may hold auditions in my Discord server, link below, and see who can nail it for the series. Disclaimer, I cannot pay as of now. I'll still be voicing a few characters, like the Malecticon, Steve, and a few more. The plot for the series will be planned out more structurally, so I don't start from scratch each time. Regarding characters, I think the ones that will join the series are... Psych! Nope, I'm not showing you that. Nope, not happening. Totally not. So, what's my vision for this series? Well, I actually have 2 of them. The first vision is to make a series that people will be able to enjoy and watch in the background. I aim to be as good as Sonic Stop-Motion Adventures, or maybe even Sonic Onslaught. Right now, I'm still training myself to get better at it. My second vision is to become the Supreme Jax 4-inch user. Overall, I want to be an inspiration just as other series inspired me. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for your time. Thanks for supporting me. I'll be working harder, but also remember I have priorities, like school and such. I hope everyone enjoyed the first season of Figure Legacy, and if you didn't, that's completely fine. So, what now? Well, that's for me to know and for you to find out. See you later. Also, Discord link in the description.